There comes a moment in your evolution when masks get heavy, when pretending feels louder than peace, when the effort to be someone starts pulling you away from who you really are. That moment is not breakdown. It's breakthrough. It means you're being called toward transparency, to live without hiding, to radiate instead of protect, to let your energy speak before your words ever do. In Chapter 10 of Frequency, Penney Peirce introduces a powerful idea. As your vibration rises, you naturally move toward a state of transparency. Transparency doesn't mean exposure. It doesn't mean you share everything with everyone. It means you stop resisting being seen. You stop filtering your truth to fit into places you've outgrown. You become clear. Energetically, emotionally, spiritually. And that clarity becomes your new protection. Most of us are taught to protect ourselves early on. We build layers, personality to be accepted, a story to be believed, a rhythm to not disturb others, a mask to survive. These layers become identities, and eventually, prisons. We think we're being wise by hiding our truth, but the cost is high. Fatigue, incongruence, disconnection from self, a chronic sense of being off. The ego wants control, but your soul seeks coherence. You can only carry the mask for so long before your life starts mirroring the need for authenticity. You may notice relationships becoming strained, careers that once made sense now feeling false, emotions surfacing more often and more intensely, the quiet feeling that something deeper is calling. These are not problems. They're initiations. Life is not punishing you. It's inviting you to stop hiding, to start vibrating in truth. Transparency is not an act. It's a frequency. Transparency isn't something you do. It's what remains when you stop performing. It begins with self-honesty. What have I been pretending not to feel? Where have I been hiding to feel safe? What truth have I been afraid would make me unlovable? To become transparent, you don't need to add anything. You need to release what distorts your natural light. And that process is sacred. You're becoming more transparent when you no longer tolerate your own self-deception. You speak from your heart, even when your voice shakes. You stop trying to prove your value and simply be. You feel safe being seen, even in your imperfection. You prioritize alignment over approval. It might feel vulnerable at first, but eventually it becomes peace. Because the energy it takes to maintain a mask is far greater than the courage it takes to remove it. Here's a practice to cultivate inner transparency. Sit quietly, place one hand on your chest. Close your eyes and ask, where am I not being fully honest with myself? Breathe. Don't try to fix it, just witness. Now ask, what would it feel like to relax into my truth? As you breathe, visualize a misty veil dissolving around you, revealing the clear presence of your real self. This simple act of awareness shifts your field. Because truth isn't found in effort, it's remembered in stillness. The world often confuses openness with weakness. But transparency isn't about spilling everything. It's about no longer hiding who you are, even in silence. A transparent being holds a steady vibration. They don't react from wounds. They don't inflate or shrink to fit. They simply exist as a clear field. From this state they can communicate cleanly, receive guidance easily, create with integrity, heal others just by being fully present. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. As you become more transparent, life becomes simpler, not because nothing goes wrong, but because there's less resistance. You stop creating dramas based on identity survival. You let go of chasing validation. You no longer seek permission to exist. What's left is flow, clarity, intuitive knowing, aligned relationships, decisions made from the inside out. You begin to experience reality not as something to survive, but as something to express through. Transparency allows you to become what Penney Peirce calls a lucid presence. You don't just enter a room. You shift the room. You don't just listen. You attune. You don't just speak. You resonate. This is when your being becomes a clear frequency, uncluttered, embodied, magnetic. And the world begins to respond, not to your image, but to your essence. The journey toward transparency is not about becoming someone else. It's about coming home to who you've always been. It's the shedding of noise, the softening of fear, the quiet courage of being seen, fully, gently, honestly. So today you might ask yourself, what part of me is ready to be revealed? What would happen if I stopped hiding just a little more? What kind of life could flow through me if I became more transparent? If this message resonated with you, subscribe for weekly guidance on vibrational living, self-awareness, and clarity of presence. Until next time, breathe, soften, and let the real you shine through.